We just made a film in 48 hours. So how do we do it? Why did we do it? And why is this guy our secret weapon? Well, it's been 3 weeks now since we completed our 48-hour film, and we've had some time now to catch up on sleep and our commercial projects.
Plus, we've had time to reflect on the film and watch it with some fresh eyes. So we thought there was no better time than now to break down how we make a film in 48 hours.
Call us crazy, but this is actually the 7th time we've taken part in the 48-hour film project, and we love it. There's something about the challenge of trying to create something within 48 hours, but at the end also, we have a finished product, so why wouldn't you do it?
I guess you can call us experts in making something out of nothing in a very short amount of time. We've been nominated numerous times for Best Film.
Although always the bridesmaid, never the bride. We have had some runner-up nods though.
That is true, and we've also won awards for acting, for writing, and we've also won Audience Choice as well. All right, so quick note, we have just found out that we are nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Editing, and a few other categories as well. I'll put them up on the screen. So we must be doing something, right? Anyway, back to the video.
There's not a lot you can do in terms of planning when it comes to not knowing what you're going to shoot. In preparation, we organise crew, potential cast members and locations to block out their Saturday in case we need them for filming. Then, late Friday night, we will then let them know basic details about what we're doing and where we're doing it, and to expect a script early in the morning.
We also organised some additional gear like cameras and lenses. We also hired an easy rig just in case if we were doing handheld like we did last year, because my back and my arms were very tired from that day.
Other than that, we organised all our riders via Discord to be at the home base, ready for those props to come in.
At the kickoff event, the room was full of filmmakers who were ready to get their weekend started. We got our genres, which were family film and film to femme. Then we got the prompts, which I FaceTimed with the writing team. Character: Carter or Caitlin Jarvis, a volunteer. Prop: a shoe, but not on someone's foot. And line of dialogue
is whoa, not like that.
Whoa, not like that.
So while Dylan's coming back from the kickoff location, our writer's room kicks into gear. We spend a couple of hours of blue sky time just throwing around ideas and seeing what sticks. We had 2 genres to choose from. Family film, which meant we either had to make a family-friendly film or a film about family, and then film de femme, which is a unique genre for this competition. It's about strong female characters, their experiences and their relationships. Ultimately, we went with a story about 2 sisters looking for a housemate to move into their house, knowing this could lean either direction genre-wise as the story unraveled. From there, the 3 main writers, Damask, Liv and me, sit down to flesh out the story and write the first draft.
Meanwhile, our production team starts locking in actors based on characters, as well as any locations and props that we might need while the writing is still happening, as well as providing them with some expectations of when to expect further updates.
Once a draft is done and a game plan is in place, the production team can go sleep and prepare themselves for the next day, while the writers sit down and write another draft. And then there's Mia, our production designer, who gets to do this at 1 AM in the morning.
What are you making?
Obviously.
Obviously.
What else would I be doing?
And you're gonna make fondant.
Yeah?
I believe in you.
Thank you so much.
During the morning, our cast and directors will go over the script and do a table read, usually while our makeup artist works around them.
Meanwhile, there is a big hustle to get location and equipment ready for shooting, while our AD tries to get the production moving. At the same time as our DOP, I'm considering all things from angles to shots to lighting to lenses and how to make the film just feel cohesive overall. I do this by drawing tram tracks on the script to figure out what shots I need for each scene. I will then convert this drawn up script, which I now call my Bible, into a shot list. And this will have everything from shot choices to the lenses that I want to use and any further notes.
So Dylan and I allow ourselves one disagreement per shoot. In this film, the disagreement was about whether or not we're going to use a 12mm wide-angle lens for the sidebar moments with the sisters. These moments were meant to be intimate and just between the 2 sisters. And we wanted them to feel removed, but the reality is they're still in the same room. Ultimately, this is the best choice we could have made. And of course, I thanked him for it later.
Wait, no you didn't.
I just did?
Anyway, one thing that we didn't have to fight about was the use of the pet fouls. We used those during the dinner scene when things started to get a bit weird. These lenses add a swirl effect to the background and soften the edges, which is subtle but different from our other lenses and really adds to the surrealness that's happening on screen.
We were super lucky to work with the cast and crew that we did. And our two leads, Mahalia and Eleni, really took things to the next level with their commitment, and some of the reactions from Aisha and Isaac were priceless. Also, Isaac's line about the cheese gets me every single time. What cheese is this?
What kind of cheese is this?
Our crew was awesome, from our AC Jamie, who was a dream to work with. Dave, who was on sound, is someone who we've worked with on commercial projects, and we were so happy he was able to give up his Saturday to help us out. Our production designer Mia did an awesome job of creating this incredible cake, plus prepared all the food for every scene. And a huge shout out to the rest of our team. Millian, our AD, Isaac, our gaffer, Monique, our production assistant, Laura, our makeup artist, and Nathan, our behind the scenes shooter. And of course, our secret weapon, James Walker.
James is our live editor who was on site with us. So throughout the day, we would drop in footage and he would edit while we're still shooting.
Not only that, he was up until 3 a.m. with us and showed up the next day to do sound design.
All I'll say, if you can have someone editing while you're shooting, it is such a luxury.
Now, with all of that said, after 12 hours of shooting, packing down, another 4 hours of editing, it was time for a well-deserved 4 hours of sleep. Or is that a nap at that stage? After waking up, I rolled out of bed and watched the film with some fresh eyes. I then made some notes and left the edit with Liam while I went and returned the gear that we hired and borrowed.
Meanwhile, I made some final tweaks, then I stressed out a little bit, then I made some more final tweaks, and then I stressed out some more, and then I made some more final tweaks by looking at alternative takes, and then I was able to make sure that all the timing worked out for all the jokes.
Well, anyway, by the time I got back, the edit was pretty much done. We just had to find some music and make sure that the film worked.
Once the film was picture locked, we sent the audio to James, again, to do the sound, and then we jumped in the car and went to our colorist house, Jack.
Jack did an awesome job of getting the film into a really good place after his first pass, and from there it was just about making some tweaks. He also made some subtle changes that gave the final film that extra polish.
I don't think I want this room.
With about 30 minutes left to go, we had our final color grade and a final sound design, so we put it all together, watched it one last time to make sure nothing was missing, and then hit render.
With just 10 minutes left, we hit submit and breathed a sigh of relief.
So a big thank you to everybody who helped us out this year on the 48 Hour Film Project. We can't wait to make more films with you very soon.
To check out the full film, click on the link below or on your screen. And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll go back to you as soon as we can. And because this YouTube video took longer than 48 hours to edit, we actually went to the awards night and we got Best Script. And we also came second again.